And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's time. A game 2, Mineski versus Virtus Pro, and it seems to be another, first game of the day VP, maybe, or is Mineski the truth? And we're gonna have to find out. Joining me, it's Draskell. Draskell, what do you think? Is Mineski the truth?
I mean, they could be. We'll have to watch the entire series to really know. But in the first game, I really liked what they were doing. I think their draft was strong. I think they played to their heroes' strengths, and they came out with the W's. So in the end, that's all that matters.
Yep, that pretty much is, right? Doesn't matter how you win, as long as you win. And well, we see VP. So VP, I think, just likes banning certain heroes versus certain teams, right? Like we saw the Troll versus Ford. Meanwhile, this team, they ban Shadow Demon every single game versus Mineski.
Well, it's important to note that Mineski, while they do have first pick, they're not going to be able to get their pairing again. So if they wanted to do like their starter Lesh, VP can just take one if they want to play it themselves, or they can, maybe they just think that that's not the problem. Like to me, when I watch that game, I go, this Winter Wyvern and Slardar Lesh just destroyed you. Like you lost all your buildings because of the Lesh. Okay, they do ban the Lesh.
Yep. Seems like a good ban.
Yeah, the Slardar, he made it really annoying for the OD to actually play. Because again, we talked about the lack of Lotus Orb on the side of VP. To be fair, I think Slardar is something that you can fix with better itemization, but Lesh is like the hero that's going to be able to do stuff regardless of how you itemize, unless you really pick to counter him. And VP are banning heroes like Nyx themselves, so you're not going to be able to pick that as a counter. So I agree with the Lesh ban. That's good. I like that.
All right, Mineski, they swap it up a little bit from that Lesh Slardar. They just go with the Bane, take it away from Solo. And now you just see a Bane. Is there any just combo you like that VP should pick? Is there anything just that stands out? Seems pretty wide open, so I didn't figure, but I guess we'll find out.
Ooh. This is interesting.
This is some. They don't. Okay, they're gonna do the Enigma again.
Well, this is 5-man Dota for sure. Well, I think the Enigma is a bit more protected this time because they just showed Bane.
Yeah.
And if you pick Bane Wyvern against Enigma Lone Druid, you're going to get pushed in like 20 minutes, and you're going to lose the game. No. So I don't think they can pick Wyvern, even if they wanted to. They'd have to see more heroes or be able to justify it in some other way. Whereas last time, I think VP and Mineski both picked those heroes in the same respective phase, but they had already seen more information first because I think it was like third or fourth.
Yeah.
So this time around, picking the Wyvern is like, it's a bit harder.
Yeah, it is. Is there any core that you see Lone Druid and you're like, I need a pick for Lone Druid?
A lot of them are heroes like Ursa, and you got your what the heck? Why am I blanking on the name? Lifestealer is another hero that can play into Lone Druid as well, but they're not good against Enigma. That's the problem. So the heroes that kind of own Lone Druid are bad into Enigma. So it's quite a strong opening actually from VP. I'm curious to see what Mineski will do. Like typically, when you see these two heroes together on VP, you're going, okay, this team is going to be able to push. Like no matter what happens, they can 5-man. They're going to have a Lone Druid Bear. Probably going to see a Radiance. Probably going to see like another mech coming out from the Enigma. The Phoenix it's an interesting answer because it is a hero that offers wave clear. Egg is pretty annoying for heroes like Lone Druid and Enigma because they're not natural BKB buyers. So if you get hit by the Fire Spirits, you're not going to be able to just really be able to hit it.
Yeah.
And we're assuming right now this is going to be a KP Phoenix. I'm guessing, at least from the opening that they've done.
Yeah.
But yeah, you see, like VP are banning Lifestealer themselves. They're like, we can't pick this. Or sorry, never mind. They swapped it. They banned the Jug instead. The Jug is a good ban because Healing Word, obviously, fantastic with heroes like this that can actually push. And also you can just spin and hit the egg, which is really annoying. So I'm wondering if they're going to use another ban to protect the Phoenix here.
What would be another ban? It feels like VP banned one of the heroes for him.
I think Lena's probably like one of the hardest Phoenix counters, but again, I don't think that VP really play that hero, so maybe they don't worry about that. Anything that can really just get in and hit the egg. Ursa is another one, but again, they already have Lone Druid, so I don't think they're going to do some like Ursa mid, so you don't have to worry about that hero. There's Meepo, but again, don't really have to worry about it. No. I mean, the more I think about it, the better this Phoenix becomes, because a lot of the heroes that you would typically see picked into Phoenix, VP just don't play or wouldn't pick right now.
It's just like, you can't pick like that with the Lone Druid kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh, Troll's yeah, I forgot about Troll. Troll's a good one too.
Yep. He'll get taken out. What does VP want to ban? They got the pick out of this ban as well, so they get their choice. And why do you first pick a lone druid? Like, we saw Liquid doing it a lot during the last tournament, but it doesn't seem like many teams do. Is it just why, I guess?
It's a playstyle thing. I think it's a hero that you have to be willing to group up against, or group up with rather, and he usually does pretty okay in his lane. So I think that's the main reason why teams like Liquid do it, because they'll first pick it from Matumba Man and go, okay, Matumba Man's a really experienced lone druid. He's going to get stuff. He's just going to get stuff done. It's a hero that requires a pretty big commitment to kill, especially post 6. He's going to do well on his lane. We can focus more on, helping Miracle and accelerating his game and helping him. So when I see a hero like Lone Druid, that's usually what I think when I'm watching Liquid. Now, when VP pick it, I don't know what they're going to do with it. Like, I think it's probably just going to be I know both Ramses and No One play it, but I think it's probably going to be more of a Ramses hero this game.
Yeah.
Just because you want your mid pick to be protected. And the later you go, the more protected it's going to be.
There's a Witch Doctor, solo with his Bane taken out, Oracle, Channel, Nature's Prophet all gone. Has to fall back. This seems like Witch Doctor to me feels like that support hero that people pick when all the other ones are gone. Like, it's not a bad hero, but it's not like he does anything insanely well, right?
Yeah, I'm a bit curious about the Witch Doctor myself. It does offer sustain. The Voodoo Restoration is really good for being able to just stay out, make sure you can maintain that push. As long as you got a pair or two of Arcane Boots, you're gonna be pretty happy about it.
Oh, so this looks like it might be a KP Brew then, and a Febby Phoenix.
Yeah.
Or they could swap it up, right? I think they're probably going to the same lane, but they could definitely swap up like what heroes want to get farm. Well, who do you think is better with farm?
Probably the Brew, because Phoenix is more about levels, right?
Yeah.
He just wants level 2, level 3 egg. Yeah, level 12 is like the dream for Phoenix. Obviously, the 15 talents are great too, but I don't think that besides like a vessel, that hero doesn't do like a ton with items, right?
Yeah.
Like, sure, they help just like any other hero, but it's not like, oh man, I need like this and this, or I just don't have a game. It's pretty much just about your egg positioning, how good you are with your fire spirits, etc. So I think Brewmaster is definitely the hero that benefits from the farm a bit more.
Whoa.
There's the Pango. So I'm thinking that's probably just going to be mid. Unless they do the same thing they did in game 1, where they put Roger on the Enigma and then Pasha on the Pango. They could do that as well. And they do have overall 10th pick, so maybe that's the plan.
Yeah, it feels. I'll be honest. I bet no one can play. I've never seen no one or Ramses play that hero. So
I think it's a thing that most mid players picked up. After the last couple of tournaments.
If you wanted to win MMR, especially, right? I know everyone was spamming Pango for that sweet solo queue MMR.
Yeah, lots of people were picking it in the mid lane. So Mineski now we're looking at a position 1 or a position 2. You don't have last pick, so there is a potential that you could just pick your mid now, or you could pick your safe lane.
If there's some you really like, and they really like the Ember, can go to both lanes, right? We've seen safe lane Ember, we've seen middle Ember.
Yeah, we see safe lane Ember a lot, and I understand why there's safe lane Ember, but I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it as much. Because Ember is another one of those heroes that just needs levels so freaking bad, and if you put him top, you're putting him against an Enigma. And I'm going, you don't want to do that. That Enigma, the last game, I guess the way that Roger played it, he didn't really focus as much on the lane denies as we saw like a team like EG does, for example. But if he is denying every single range creep, that Ember is going to be mega sad.
Yeah, he is. And, well, 4 heroes on each team, and VP, their winner's bracket chances are on the line right here. How surprised would you be if VP just went down? They're just losers bracket immediately. You'd be pretty surprised, right?
I think so, yeah. I mean, to be honest, VP have looked a bit mortal as of late. Like, even in MDL watching them play, I didn't feel like that sense of this team is just almost unbeatable,
That feeling that seems to have transferred over to Secret for most people. Did you know they're on an 18-0 run apparently now?
Jesus, that's absolutely insane.
Yeah, that's just scary. They beat. By the way, actually, never mind. I don't want to spoil it if you're gonna watch VODs, so I digress. I'm definitely watching some VODs tonight. There's a lot of Dota being played.
I'm curious to see what Secret's playing if they just aren't losing.
Yeah.
That's one of those things where you wonder if it's the drafting or if it's the play or if it's just
Well,
both.
I feel it might be. I will say I'll spoil one hero they picked. They won in 23 minutes against Liquid with an Abaddon.
Huh.
That's what I like. I gotta watch that game because I thought that was one of the worst heroes. And are they just that good, or was there like something crazy about it? Probably that.
Yeah,
good.
I haven't had time to look at the other drafts because you know, sleep and
Yeah,
streaming and
and
stuff.
life
But...
and whatnot. It's like whatever though. Well, what do we
All right,
see
so the SF ban.
Yep. They just play that hero really well, right? Moon likes it. It's a group up here. You'd have a Brew, Phoenix, SF. Pretty good team fight.
Yeah, honestly, I'm looking at these bans and I'm going, there's a puck in the pool, you know?
Yeah. Do you like the puck? So you just like kind of have a solo core Ember? Are you okay with that?
It is a bit all in. I will say that it's very all in on your mid game, but your mid game would be nuts. Like you got Ember, Brew, Phoenix. Actually, your high ground would suck so
then you
bad.
don't have building.
I was gonna say they can't pick puck because they can't hit towers. I just look at their heroes again and I'm like, okay, so they do ban the Ursa. They were a little bit worried about it. We talked about that as a counter to Phoenix a bit earlier, but
all right, Dreskel, what's
a moon hero that hits buildings?
It could be Ember Moon as well, right? Or no? I think Ajay mostly plays it.
I
think you're right.
Yeah, well, they banned SF, right? So I think it's a moon hero at least.
What hits? What groups up as 5? What hits towers? Is there any hero that does it all? I
want to say DP, but it's a bit risky because you're very cooldown reliant if you pick DP. But it does hit buildings. It is a hero that you can group up around. But
what about DJ?
That depends on if that's the path they want to take. Well, the problem is you don't have 10th pick and OD's still in the pool.
Yeah.
And then you go Oof or a Razor, for example, or Monkey even. Like all those heroes are still up there. Oh, it's a TP.
Okay, so they do switch it up.
Kind of forgot about this hero, especially given the way that they drafted. It was, I don't want to say unlikely, but they did need building damage, and this is definitely a hero they can get up around. So, Terrorblade is definitely a good option.
And you brought up with Puck, they would have had insane mid game, even without Puck, right? Like those first 4 heroes, they can do quite a bit. Like Phoenix is level 2 Egg, Brew just with Split. You can make some room for this TB for sure.
Yeah, I wonder if they're just going to give no one OD again. It's still a pretty nice OD game. It's an okay matchup against the Terrorblade. If it's Ember mid, you don't feel too bad about walking OD there. You are a BKB buyer, and BKB is god tier this game. It's not like last game where there was a Slardar and like BKB piercing disables. This is just Mineski have 4 mid-game magic damage heroes and then a TB. So BKB high value item this game. And no one on Virtus Pro right now buys it, by the way.
Yeah.
Like the Lone Druid or the Enigma could, but yeah. I'm surprised they're taking so long with this pick. I thought for sure he'd just be like, yeah, give me OD. But
is there any crazy thing? Is there a chance we see like an Invoker or someone with the bear? Well, yes, that answers it. They're doing I would say this is cheese-ish. I mean, it's a good pick, but if you've never seen the Invoker Lone Druid, I mean, you should go watch the NIP versus Fnatic game. I did skim over that. It was a 72-minute game. Fnatic should have lost. All they did was, hit the bear. Bear got 25, and then he killed their throne in 5 seconds. It hurts. It hurts, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Especially with the Invoker, right? Because it's
By the way, look at that Witch Doctor. What the heck is that set?
Holy smokes, that is sick.
That is like some Crash Team Racing Witch Doctor.
That is exactly the new version. New Crash Team Racing comes out this year.
Oh yeah, I heard about that actually. That's gonna be sick.
You don't use a console, right? Or do you have console?
I have them. I haven't used them
much.
Forever.
Yeah, that's how I am. It seems like it's just easier to do everything on Steam now. Thanks, Steam. Thanks, Valve.
Yeah, it's the good stuff. It's just simplified,
It is. So we see the picks. Can the Ajit Terrorblade? Can he do it? It feels like a lot's on him, right? But that's how carry players want to be. They want to be the backbone.
Well, also you want to be a Terrorblade if the game's on you, right?
that's the best hero, probably, right? Like him or AM. I'm sure.
Yeah, I think TB. I would take.
Is the best. Same, I would too. Right, one fight, your base might just be gone if there's no buybacks. It's insane.
Yeah, the TB is definitely strong here. The mid matchup's going to be interesting because I feel like it's not a matchup where the Invoker can necessarily bully that much. So I'm curious to see how much Moon can accomplish here because we are looking at basically about as 4 protect 1 as it gets. right, on the side of
Yes.
Mineski. They're looking to buy Ajit
A lot of
lots
time.
and lots of space.
Or if they win the laning phase, you know, maybe just get a 21-minute TB game we've seen before too. But that's going to be pretty tough. I guess you do have a Bane, which is nice, but this Phoenix, well, what should Phoenixes do in lane? Say I'm a new Phoenix player. I'm like, I want to go play offlane support. Like, what do you actually do on that hero in the early
I mean, the biggest thing about him, honestly, is like just hitting your spirits. That's probably the single most difficult thing, but also most important thing at the same time. Is that if you're going in for trades, first and foremost, your level 1 spirits don't really do a lot in the way of damage. You can throw them out, get a couple of autos off, but don't aggressively trade when your stuff's on cooldown. Because this hero has no armor, his base damage is mediocre, you are 100% spell reliant. So when your spells are down, you play back, you know? He's got a Brewmaster, so it's not like a hero that needs a ton of babysitting by any means. You just, when your spells are up, just make sure they land, and if they don't try to trade. That's it.
Yeah, and a BTW, looks like Ajit will be going mid on that TB. So, TB...
No, this is good. Yeah, this is a really good idea. 11 base armor versus Invoker, who you assume is going to go XR. Yeah, he's already got the points into it. This is a hero that is very, very difficult to harass in lane. They're going to do the side lane number, which is a good choice. But yeah, the lane matchups, I think, are actually... Like, mid being okay for Mineski is big.
Yeah.
Because when you can walk to lane with a TB in mid and feel like you're not going to lose the matchup, I think that's a huge benefit for Mineski.
Yeah. And I'm curious. Of course, I mean, we actually used to see this matchup a decent amount, right? And SCA, back when Poor Man's Shield existed, people loved doing, like, PLTB versus Invoker. Obviously, you don't have it anymore, but I'm sure these SCA players definitely, like, have played this matchup a lot.
It's easier for the heroes with, like, the extremely high base armor. So, like, the Ursas, the Terrorblades, stuff like that. I think Ursa has, like, what, 9 or something?
Yeah, something crazy. Some of those agility heroes are just nuts. We're gonna see he is gonna have to pop that meta, so he does want to get a ton of CS, right? You get that meta, you expect every, like, the first 2 range creeps, if not 3, ton of creeps. And then it is gonna be a Ramses Bear sitting by himself, because guess what? Solo, he's the courier. No, look at that. You know. Wait, maybe he doesn't. Maybe he just forgot an item. Chicken's just running around.
Nah, he's chilling with it.
Yeah, he is. And on the other side, Roger just has some clarities. Looks like he is just straight up jungling. You're right. They just don't even deny the lane. Are you a little surprised by that?
I think it's a bit easier of an Enigma game. I can justify it more here than I could in the last game.
Middle hits the Sunstrike even. I believe Cold Snap will wear off, and you see that you're not living there if you don't have 12 armor.
Yeah, no way. Not a freaking chance, actually.
Yep.
So he's going to be sending out his... he got a set of tangos. He's got his quelling on the courier. Solo's walking back top, so the ward's not going to help him get the snipe.
But he's still he's out of regen on TB. Like, he has the tangos right, but he's real low.
I think it's fine actually, as long as he doesn't get sunstruck.
Okay.
If he gets sunstruck, he's gonna be in pain. But look how little damage he actually takes from autos. Like he had like 30 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the best. We see top lane. We talked about it. Febby actually missed a few fire spirits, and we'll have to pop his health potion. Ramses Bear. When do you aim the bear and when do you not aim, like, the actual, like, bear in lane? Like, do you want to harass the bear
like
more?
A hero.
Okay.
Yeah, you treat it like a hero, whereas if it's walking up like that, just freely and going in for CS, you just hit it. Because it's always easier to hit the bear than it is to hit the lone druid.
Yeah.
And if you're hitting the lone druid, you're getting hit by both the bear, the creeps, and the lone druid, which is never good. So most of the time, you are just hitting the bear.
Well, the only other lane we haven't really talked about much is bottom. Moon takes a lot of tower hits as we look at him, but 10-2 in the CS, pretty much top there. Pasha not doing bad himself, 11-2. Both these guys bottom having a pretty decent time, but a nice pull by Pilot. Will he get it, or will Pasha be able to disrupt it? Pasha does a great job. No, looks like Pasha wins it. Gets it unblocked.
He even gets him the Flame Guard and uses Searing Chains there, so the wave's going to push up. It's actually really nice from Pasha.
He's gonna, and look at that. Look at his build. The double ring of regen. You see that a lot more, obviously, going the Grease build and whatnot, but tons of regen in lane. And now this middle, you don't have Metamorphosis anymore. TB is about to be level 4, but 10-5 versus 11-4, still very even. And as you said, it's just hard to harass. Solo gonna TP out, almost gets crit to death. KP, he'll be fine. Does feel like he's doing his job top, though. This Syllabear, 17-3. Or Lone Druid, pardon me.
Yeah, it's hard to contest Lone Druid in lane. That's why I mentioned, like, we talked about how Liquid play the hero. and how most of the time it's just like stability. That's why they pick it. It's push, it's stability. You can protect another person on the team. You don't have to commit resources to this guy. It's just nice.
Well, bottom lane, we do have a rotation over. It's Roger. He's just down in the jungle. Probably not going to do too much, but Pilot Eye's like, whoa, hey there. Love it. Roger instantaneously changes his position. Doesn't want to share that EXP from the neutral creeps. And actually loses an Eidolon or two. Middle. Ajit pops his second metamorphosis. And can you read anything from the game? Who's happier with the early game? It looks like VP's up 1,000 gold. Is this Bear just in heaven right now? Same with the Pango.
Oh, Pi. Might be in some trouble.
He's trying to run. He'll be fine. Enigma level 1 stun, Draskell. Come on.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, but top Febby is actually going to be going down here. First Blooded. Soul's going to pick that one up. So as far as who's happier, I do think that, again, the Enigma is going to have a much easier time in the game. And if he does get to BKB, there's not really anything on the side of Mineski besides, like, Egg Stun that you can really, have to worry about. So I think that portion of it, VP are going to be like, cool, Roger, do your thing, get your Dominator. We'll claim the tier 1 like we did in the previous match, but this time you'll actually be able to use your ult. So I think that VP are A-okay with the situation.
And you saw that kill, right? It wasn't just first blood. Febby pulled the creeps behind the tower. He missed the entire wave when he did that too, so yeah, that hurts him and KP.
Yeah, I mean, KP is still 4, though.
Yeah, he is. Well,
bounty runes.
It looks like top lane. They will just give him to Febby up here.
Bot. Pi.
Go. Oh,
Rip.
All right, I missed.
Yeah,
I gotta watch Pi. Pi's back to his old shenanigans. I gotta focus. Middle lane, actually, ton of damage. I don't think they can kill him, but there is a Maledict up. And he has a lot of minus armor. Ooh, that Sunstrike will miss. Would have got the kill. Yeah, looks like it, but Solo dies under tower too.
Yeah. That's still worth. Like, he dies under the tower or whatever, they get the TB. Nice Witch Doctor rotation. That's the thing about Witch Doctor is, like, normally in the early game, you can't really... most supports can't kill. His bottom looks like Pasha actually gets the kill on Moon with the help of Roger as well. But a lot of the time, you can't really take another support mid with a Cold Snap and necessarily guarantee a kill on a TB. But Maledict just does so much in the early game to heroes with low base health.
And Maledict gets popped again. Solo versus Pilot Eye. He's just going to sleep. I'm not even going to hit him. He's just going to get out of there. Top lane will be an Invis rune. Febby will scoop it. And it's a 3K lead at 6 minutes right now, Draskell. This is all things are turning up VP right now.
They do have a pretty substantial lead given that there's no towers, but the TB and the Ember are still top of the CS.
Yeah, looking at
so I think most of this, it's bounty runes. It's like the small skirmishes. Obviously, they got the first blood. Febby made that kind of mistake or whatever. We pulled the creep wave and they got denied. But
top lane there. Gonna go again. It is a level 5 bear. 1 root with his Maledict probably equals a kill, but Pilot Eye shows up. They'll have to back out. Middle Febby. Do they have They have Metamorphosis, so no one is susceptible to dying here. But it's a real tough one.
Yeah, they don't have Reflection. Like they actually need the additional slow. And this lane becomes less and less inhabitable for Ajit as the Invoker gets more levels because the Cold Snap is going to get stronger. If you get Maledicted, we already saw level 3 Witch Doctor could definitely secure the kill on him. So Roger getting chased down here.
Yeah, looks like probably gonna die here. Gets Bola, and yeah, he'll just get run down by Moon. Will he get the kill? Sure will. And can they farm up all this? That's a lot of gold. He hits the Fire Spirit. He gets 2 of them. 1 gets denied. Febby, though, getting run at. No silence. Will it even matter? He doesn't have boots. He doesn't have any abilities up. He's dead.
He's dead.
Damn.
He got 3 javelins in a row.
He whopped him. That is a lot of damage. Holy smokes.
Didn't even have to pop the Rolling Thunder. Now he can like TP somewhere, make a move. He's got Arcane's Javelin at 7 minutes. Jesus, that is a crazy early game for a Pango.
And he's been doing it pretty much by himself. Roger's come down and help him a little bit, but as we saw, no denies. Pasha's just been having a great one. He's just gonna use his roll here to get out. Will even hit Moon once. He coming back for another one? All right. Nope. Sigya rolls on out. Top lane, we see Ramses. He is just bullying this Panda. He has just been running at him at the tier 2 multiple times now.
Yeah, I mean, this
feels real bad for Mineski.
Yeah.
Well, phase boots on the Lone Druid, or the Spirit Bear, along with the Gloves of Haste. It does some damage. Once it gets that Midas Radiance, we might just see a quick 5-man from VP, because with how far ahead they are, it doesn't feel like You just don't have the wave clear on Mineski, right? You have a Phoenix, but this
Yeah,
Ember gets lucky
that
shot
is a
once.
huge issue for them, is they can't kill creeps very well. It's a very good point.
No. The Pango is going the... I like it. No shield crash yet. I think you get 1 point next, right? Just for the Rolling Thunder. We'll see, though.
It depends. I think if you're this far ahead, you might not even need it, and you just value the slow and the silence duration a little bit more.
It is super long. Oh, doesn't get a silence proc there, and...
Oh, he was fake casting his black hole, man.
You get the silence there, you just cast it, right?
Yeah. Well, actually, if you get the silence, you can just
kill him.
Just kill him, yeah.
Yeah, level 2 stun now, so a little better on the Enigma. They're just going to take this tower. You see, I mean, Roger's playing it exactly the same way, but it just feels like they have better heroes to play this Enigma. As well you said, right? No counters to this Enigma, like this game.
Which is weird, because they first phased it.
Again, yeah.
Yeah. But I think, okay, so I think the first pick was really key here, because the first pick was Bane. So because the first pick was Bane, it suddenly made, like we talked about how the Wyvern-Bane combination just doesn't really work. You can't pick those heroes in conjunction because it's just... They kind of play the same way and they do the same stuff. And if you did that, there was a much higher chance that you were going to get like lane counter or something like that. So it makes sense why they couldn't pick it, but man, they just don't... They don't have an answer for it.
Yeah. Well, we're to see Pilotine Moon. They're smoking up top. You see this quite a bit. They want to get this tower. Not very low. KP just gonna beat it down. I'm sure they know something's up. They're like, where is this guy? No, Ramses. Oh, he's going for the bounty. He could be in trouble now, and he gets enfeebled. He will get the Savage Roar if they don't have an ulti on Pilotine yet. They're gonna go for it, but he pops the shrine. He's into the air, and it looks like, uh-oh. They're gonna go for it, and KP just gets black hole, and they get turned on. Moon does make it out, barely.
That feels so bad, though. Couldn't even get his split off, gets cold snapped into a black hole. They're running up a cliff like that. They even had the ward, so it's kind of surprising that they got caught
that happened,
that badly. Because I think that ward was down before
it was. It was, because it lasts for 6 minutes. Definitely was down. Well, bottom lane, Febby, he's getting level 6, though. He is finally getting some farm, maybe going for that 7. Obviously, that egg, pretty big team fight, but level 1 egg, man. It's good team fight, but it feels like it's just paper mache.
It just depends on the positioning. That's really what it boils down to. The nice thing that Mineski have going for them right now is that their team fight is actually still pretty good. They're going to find Roger here. They know Black Hole's down. Pretty easy kill. But the egg and the split are like how you cause chaos in the fights. And then you have other stuff like Searing Chains that can stop people from hitting the egg. So they have ways to protect it. I think that the first couple of egg uses, and like obviously Ajit still doing really well in the farming category. He's the highest net worth on his team. Only problem is his net worth is still lower than any of the cores MVP. So there's a lot more Dota to be played. A 6k lead in 11 minutes is pretty big, but not by any means unwinnable.
Especially against a TV, right? Like, this is that hero. Like, he will 1v5 you if he gets farmed enough. Well,
yeah, they just need the time, they need the space.
Moon level 8, so it's not like he's like that under leveled. Does go the phase boots build we've been seeing more of lately. But this middle tower, it's about to just get pushed in here by the Enigma. Oh, gets the stomp. Uh-oh. They get the silence too, and he is in a lot of trouble. He's going to get rolled on. Will he get hit again? Did he get hit uphill? Oh my goodness. Was he...
Ooh.
Holy, they just didn't have vision. He was just... Oh, Pasha comes in and nails him. Pilot Eye does get a tower deny, surprisingly. And now they're just, like, roaming around. They're looking. They're like, dude, where are these guys? But Ajit will just go back to farming the jungle here. Pi will get his level 6, so they have a grip. But Pi, oh, goodness gracious. Does dodge the Sunstrike, though. Well done. He is just going to go down to the ward here, though. But Ajit's here. He can do some damage. Might go for the solo kill. He needs more, though. Yep, here comes KP. Will hit the clap, and you give this to your man. Yep, Ajit picks it up. So a support for a support.
You were talking about like those 20-minute games.
Yeah.
I feel like that is a possibility right now for VP.
Yeah, this lone druid, he's got his Midas. It feels like you get the radiance on this bear, you're going high ground.
Yeah, I mean he's still a ways away.
He is.
But it's just more of a like no one on VP is having a bad game. Like a lot of the time you have that one guy who's just like sacrificial. Typically in this case it would be your 5.
Yeah.
But even sometimes like one of your cores isn't having a good game because they get a bad lane matchup or whatever. But this lone druid being in a 2v1, he's still, you know, almost top of the net worth. And then Pasha and the Invoker, no one. They're all having good games. Like,
even Roger, right? He's 5th on the net worth, only below one guy on the enemy team.
All your cores are just thriving in this situation with a team that has the potential to push and 5-man very early, which is scary as crap if you're Mineski.
Yeah, this is a lot opposite of the last game. And once again, man, VP game 1s, they're just tough to read into, it feels like.
Baby.
He's dead bottom, sure looks like it. Sunstrike, will he get the kill? Yes, it will. No, Ramses actually gets it. He's gonna farm up. It feels he did get a lot out of bottom, right? I mean, he's level 8 now, got some farm, but you still hate just dying there.
The more concerning thing is we haven't even seen like an egg use or anything like that.
Yeah, they haven't used their team.
We haven't even seen a split.
Do they just feel way too far behind? The top lane, they're gonna go, it's just solo though. And they get him. KP level 8, flying out clarity, still not even kind of far away from his Vlad's, about 500.
It's like 14 minutes in, and I'm looking at these heroes, and I'm thinking, you want to have at least committed your ultis like one time. Like pop an egg, pop a split, try to, you know, push your buttons on VP before they group up. Finding the support kills is great and everything, and you can silent pressure. But when push comes to shove, like VP are just getting more out of the map than you are. Like the lead for them is growing over time, and that's even without the use of like things like towers, because again, they do have this Enigma. That's why I'm like really concerned that Mineski aren't being a bit more proactive.
Yeah. Feels like pretty much they're just trying to play top lane, a little bit middle. But they're going to try to get a chase down. No one was there. Roger was there. They have the black hole again, but good back out there from Mineski. This lone druid, though, we're just watching him farm all around the map. He's been top lane, bottom jungle, top jungle. He's anywhere there's farm.
Yeah, he's getting pretty close to the relic. He's only about 1100 off. I wonder what Roger's going to go next. If he goes, well, I guess he does have mech already on the Pango, so he's free to just go like BKB or Blink. Like, this is a really nice Enigma game because you have someone else buying the support items for you. You can just go your Soul Ring, your Dom, you can buy your BKB, and then just feel pretty nice about walking into team fights.
Would you like BKB more than Blink?
It actually could be something else like a Crimson too, now that I think about it. It just depends on how quickly they want to approach the tier 3s. Because like tier 1 top's still alive. They seem more interested in like establishing vision around the bot shrine and stuff and like smoking towards that direction, which is also fine because you can pressure the tier 3 a lot sooner. Yeah. But his options are pretty open. Like he could Blink, he could BKB, he could Crimson. All 3 of those items are great. Like there's a lot of options for him. It's like the total opposite of last game's Enigma where it was like, you're just never going to get to play. This game is just like, you do whatever the hell you want.
And so we're seeing with this Ember, right? I remember I told you yesterday, oh, they're coming on this Ember. It's going to be they need a lucky shot, right? And he's already running away. It just feels like this Ember, right? 28 games, there's about a 21% win rate. That's just bad. Like, what's wrong with the hero? Or is it just how the meta?
I don't know if it's him, necessarily. KP going to eat a meatball here in top lane. Pi trying to get the grip, but he's not going to be able to get a range. I don't know if it's Ember specifically. I think it's more like Ember into the heroes that they picked it into, because they already saw the Lone Druid and the Enigma. Ember doesn't really like 5-man so much. He wants to play fast, which on paper is what you do against those heroes. You go in, you get some kills, you know, but what happens when you lose all 3 lanes?
Yeah.
Then it's a lot harder to make those moves, right? I think that's more of the issue of this particular game than it necessarily being like, oh, Ember's just not a good hero. Because I think that Ember is, excuse me, is more the playable. But this particular game, it's tough.
I mean, they agree, right? I mean, he may have a 21% win rate, but it's been picked so many times. Like, the players love this. It's struggling for sure.
Yeah.
Well, no one, man. Level 13. He has an Ags, by the way. 17-minute Midas Ags, double null. Feeling pretty good. And it's just scary, right? As you said, KP's just farming top, but he wants to be using this ult. Meanwhile, Solo gets woken up, and now he wakes himself up with the Forge Spear. They're going to turn it around, and Pilot Eye's just dead. Gonna go for the brain set, but he is just gonna get melted by his counterpart Solo. And now bottom, are they gonna make space on the other side of the map? Pasha, he has that ward, gets one silence on Febby, could be a kill. Oh, whiffs it. He's gonna try, it's dead. Your egg is not gonna survive here, sorry. KP gets his ulti up, and this actually just feels so bad. You already wasted one. Roger is looking to die here. Ajit doing a lot of damage.
Ooh.
Does get it. Moon actually dies to no one elsewhere. They will get uphill on Pasha, and Currently, they're just trying to run away, but look at on the backside, it will be Pilot Die. I don't know if he wants to TP in. Looks like he does. Just gets the Gribble push, and they're going to get the kill, maybe. Nice Savage Roar. That might save them all, and it looks like it does. Damn.
Man, Roger, like, blew his black hole for no reason there. That was really unfortunate. He was trying to get it off before the TV killed him, but Ajit was just, like, laying into him super hard. He has enough to either go for the full Manta, or he can just go for the BKB. I think he's holding for BKB right now. And that's
like
TB,
that?
man. I think BKB is probably the highest probability of being effective in a fight. Because, like, you have to rely on someone else to cancel Black Hole, right? It can't be you.
Yeah.
You got, like, a Fiend's Grip or whatever from the Bane, I guess, but he doesn't have the cast range down yet, so it might be a bit hard. And then you have, like, Ember, he can slight and Searing Chains and stuff like that.
No.
But for the most part, like, you need to be able to just swing if you're Terrorblade. And Manta doesn't guarantee you that this game.
No, it doesn't. He'll get it eventually, but it's depending what you want to go to,
Yeah.
right? Because you don't want to lose a fight. You lose a fight right now, this Lone Druid Invoker will trash you. And, well, Roger top. He's going for the pipe, it looks like. Has that full hood, level 12 now.
Yeah, Pipe's good, too.
Pretty much any team fight item, right, it's never bad to get, like, a hood or a Crimson.
Yeah, I was kind of leaning more towards Crimson just because of the TB. But,
Oh,
ooh, actually,
no one, a rare mistake. I mean, they get the kill, but still, you don't see that often. He's had the Radiance. How much gold does he have? 300. He just, they can just 5-man. It feels like you can't do anything to stop him right now.
Yeah, but the BKB is done on Ajit. This will be, if VP try to go higher, in which they might just back out and go to Roche, honestly, because it feels, okay, well, trying to go on Moon there, didn't get a silence.
You get the full Guardian popped immediately, full mana, full HP. Looks like they want to go to Roche.
Yeah. It's the safer bet. You know you still have a little bit of time. You walk up that hill with Roshan, it's going to feel a bit more menacing. But they could tier 3 as well, you know?
Yeah,
they got a Lone
let's
Druid
go.
Radiance at 20 minutes.
Let's do it. They both have their minuses up. I'm a little upset about this, though.
I mean, it's going to be a few seconds before the creep wave spawns,
Yeah.
so getting some good damage on the tower.
Yeah, Ramsey's
Bear's actually getting killed.
Yeah, it's gonna die. Ooh, 300 gold. It looks like the Radiant actually got it, so they don't get the gold, which sucks, but they're just gonna run away.
Resummon.
It is a resummon. Ooh, if they found that there. If you were Bane and you saw him resummon, would you grip the bear?
Absolutely, 100%.
Oh, he could. Oh. Thought about it. Doesn't look like they'll find anyone, though. So, as you said, they do get a little bit of unhealable damage on that tier 3, but they back out without losing too much.
Yeah, the Ember actually, like, owned it. They got the Cinder Brew or whatever,
Yeah.
and the Ember damage as well, and they just, like, killed it straight up. It didn't even have boots, though, to be fair. Like, he pretty much just had the Naked Radiance. He's got boots now.
And he got the 10 Spear Bear armor, so that feels a lot better, especially in this, right? Because TB late game will melt your bear. Like, that's just going to happen. So you definitely know. VP, I wouldn't say, as you said, that they're not like the super quick timer, but it feels like you definitely don't want this TB to get 6 slot. You can still win against it, but it seems to be a worst case scenario thing. Uh-oh.
Roger.
Do they find him? Nice reflection. They just get the grip. He does get the pipe, so he'll absorb a little damage, but they just bring him down, and Ajay gets the kill. They're making rotations they need. Middle lane, Moon. Ismaldika doesn't get silenced, though. And he will make it away. Man, these lucky shot procs, he's not getting any of them. He gets the split up. They're definitely going to kill Solo here. Roll will get canceled by the Bolas of Moon, actually. And he's going to look for him up top. Can they bring him down? He's getting the right clicks. No, he gets the roll up. Egg goes off on the backside. Ajit just unloading. But look at this, the TP from Moon. But looks like they'll be okay. But they're going right into Roche. They have meta Mineski. They've turned it around again, Draskell.
Oh, they're going to lose Moon,
No,
though.
no. My bad, missed
That's
that.
okay.
No,
That's honestly okay. Like, they
Did you
lose the
get Roche?
Ember. Yeah, if you get Roche, it's fine. Enigma's up in 5 seconds. This is going to be cutting it real close for Mineski.
I brain sap the Centaur. All right.
He's just dead. He's not going to get to move.
He gets the sleep up, but it wakes him up, and they can't even do Roche. And now it feels like you're dire. You just get Roche now, right?
Yeah, Moon dying actually was way more important.
How did he? Did you watch? I saw he was bottom.
Yeah, he was going to contest bottom, and there was a DD. He walked down there. They didn't have a ward on the high ground, and no one just gave him the cold snap, tornado meteor, and he just died because he didn't have a remnant out. So.
And look at this, Roche will just go down here. No one picks it up, and well, they're probably happy. They're like, "Thanks, Mesk, you doing all the hard work there for us."
Yeah, that was. If the Ember was alive, that Roche would have been completely fine, but. Yeah, that was oof. That might have just been the nail in the coffin because, like, yeah, they made a really nice play. They committed a bunch of ultis. They got some kills, tier 1 straight into Roche. Like, it was very objective driven play, and it was solid. It's just that the Ember dying just crippled their ability to do that.
Yeah, now look at this tower, so quick in tier 2 middle. We'll see if they want to go base or what do they want to do? Looks like they're nervous to go uphill again. We saw it happen last time.
Well, they probably know that Split and Egg are coming off cooldown soonish, so
just force them into their base or find a pickup somewhere.
Oh, actually, it's because Ramses doesn't have a resummon it. He has 70 seconds left on his bear, so if they kill it once, then it's really bad even with an Aegis because you don't have the Radiance burn in the fight anymore, and it can just turn into a mess real quick. So actually kind of nice for Mineski in that regard that they have a little bit more time. They don't have to worry about like the bear hitting the tower and like the resummon and all the other stuff they have to deal with. They can get out on the map again.
And we see Ajit actually goes back for the S and Y, not the Manta. Looks like he wants to stash this, but he has the Manta queued up still, so probably just wants he just wants earlier team fight, right? Like it feels like Ajit can't go for these big items because they'll just lose if he does.
Yeah, the SNY I think is all right. Personally, he's gonna want Manta anyway. Yeah. Like playing TB without Manta is like playing anti-mage without Manta. It's just like an iconic item on the hero. So he might just feel like the survivability is more important to him right now, being able to get like the Sunder off because he's already got BKB. Yeah. So because you have BKB, the Dispel from the Manta isn't as valuable. It's more just about using it for the like the illusion, extra damage, and all that other stuff during the fight. Because you're assuming at this point you're either going to take a smoke fight or you're taking a fight around your tier 3. And in both of those situations, Manta is great because you get the jump on them. You can just pop them if they're walking in. You just Manta and hit the bear. So
and well,
he is going to go back for it eventually.
Yep, and that's 4 bounty runes. Whoa, Ramses! It's nighttime though. They didn't see him. Oh my God, Ramses is just playing with fire. He was near 4 heroes. They all back out though, and they finally see him. Looks like it'll be okay. Febby with that spear vessel pilot. Wait up! They get him with the enfeeble. They get him with the sleep. Are they just gonna grip him? It is buying time because they're not gripping immediately. Looks like they're too scared. They don't want to go in here. And look at this. Actually, a TP from no one on the Ramses bear, and he's gonna go looking. They just get out. Looks like everyone will make it. Pilot Eye. He's trying his little legs. Oh no.
Oh, miss him.
All right. And Moon's right there. Doesn't look like they want to go in. Obviously, they're 5-man. They have the Guardian Grief. They almost have a Crimson, by the way, on the Pango, about 400 away.
Okay, so he's getting a Crimson. Just all team fight items coming out from VP. This timing it's super terrifying, and they also have a 10k lead. Okay, so they got the double bear now. Immediate glyph. They're not in their base. Mineski, you got to be at home right now. This tower is gonna freaking die. Okay, there we go.
They get back. Obviously, the Alacrity. Plus, he has the casual Hyperstone on his bear. He does a lot. Did you play Dota 1 when everyone on Silverbear used to just go like 6 Gloves of Haste or 6 Hyperstones?
I think I remember that. It was a long time ago, though.
Dude, what if a bear wins 6 Hyperstones now? Does it even work? I actually don't know.
It wouldn't be. You'd have to lock combining because they just turn into moon shards.
Yeah. But, well, if you have 6 moon shards, that's just as good, I guess.
Yeah, I can't remember what the attack speed cap is. It was like 700 or 800 or something ridiculous like that. That bear would be hitting pretty fast. But at some point, like effective DPS, it just doesn't matter, right? Because you would rather have damage.
Well, the TB's actually behind as they're losing their base. They're just going to grip the bear. They want to bring it down. Will they BKB pop from the backside? It is Ajit. He's trying to do KP. He's actually stunned. There's the immediate black hole cancel. Now Ramses, he is getting beat down by Ajit. Oh my goodness. A throw up onto the air. They're going to turn it around. Egg will go off. Doesn't hit anyone, but it's zoned. Roger's getting the next one, and Mineski is defending. They're going to look for no. Do they have any detection? Doesn't look like it. Stun goes out. Won't bounce. Solo at least going to die as well. Pasha looking to go out. Looks like he will. Chicken on the ground. Oh, if you get no one there. I mean, you win that team fight, but if you get no one, you're feeling real good, but damn. Roger finally goes down, actually. They had to chase him down. You see the power of TB right there. He just comes from behind. 2 illusions, metamorphosis. Uh-oh. KP a little cocky. We'll just get comboed by no one, and you can't do that versus a no one invoker.
I mean, they lost their Aegis anyway. At the end of the fight, the Aegis fades, so Invoker not going to have it for the next fight. That was a really nice play from Ajay. You know, I ragged on a little bit about his PA yesterday, but he is bringing it today. Like his positioning, his itemization, he's doing pretty much everything right. Last game, what was he, like 15-1 or something like that? Something crazy.
Here we go again. Nope. Moon will be okay. He takes a lot of that damage, though. Over on the other side, though, a sleep comes. Pangolier is enfeebled, but they're scared. No grip. So hard to hold anyone down. They actually get the silence on Phoenix. He might just be dead. Phoenix is dead. Wow. Lucky shot, man. Too good versus some of these here. Just a very good skill in general.
Yeah, it is very, very strong. But it can be as good as it is bad when you don't get the procs. You know, we saw a bunch of times when Moon got, you know, swashed. He didn't get silenced or anything. He was able to walk away. No glyph this time.
It just dies. Alacrity Bear, even without the level 25, so damn strong. Look at this. Rain Drag's getting beat down. Meteor tries to clear out the creep wave, actually misses it. Now Pasha, he is just going to commit the roll. They want to get him before he can split, possibly. He doesn't even have it up anyways. Sunder will come and save him. Nice play there. The roll, wait, what the hell? Well, Pasha's just dead inside the fountain. He rolled all the way in. Now we are going to see a stun go out. Ramses, he is getting brought down. I just don't even know. They're going to try to hit him. He has so much armor, though. Can they just kill the bear instead? Ajit pops it. He doesn't have meta. He wanted to save, you bet, for that 10-second for meta. They're just going to get him. Ramses goes down, and what in God's name, Pasha, are you doing? They jump forward. They're going to get the Enigma as well. Flame Spirits, everything. Get it to Ajit. They want to. Can he get the kill? He will. Draskell, I have very few words about that fight.
But I don't know, dude. It's like a moth to flame or whatever. What's the saying?
Was he going for a TP? I don't know how he, like, you have to, like, try to get in there.
Yeah, he got in. So
he did. He split the wickets. Is that
just one of those moments where you're just like, king me? You know, I've won. I've died in your well. I honestly had no idea. But
that was strange. But the rest of the fight, yeah.
You can't keep throwing your bodies in like that. Bottom lane, they're also going to potentially lose solo here as well.
Play it. And, dude, go on. Like, the rest of that fight, right? Okay, you lose the Pango. That's really bad. You're probably going to lose the fight. But what happened? Like, that was a no Metamorphosis TB as well.
Yeah, but the thing is, it didn't have Black Hole either, right? Because when they pushed top, and they kind of got pushed out on that fight, he popped his Black Hole, got insta-canceled by the Brute. So, because he doesn't have BKB, he was unable to get his Black Hole out. Then they push again, thinking, okay, well, there's no meta, we'll just go. But they also don't have one of their big cooldowns, which means they can't protect Ramses when Ajit pops his BKB and just goes in. Now the guy's got a full Scotty and a DD bottled on Terrorblade. This
and
is
2K.
Yeah, and you've cut the lead in half. So Mineski, you know, we keep coming back to the Terrorblade.
Yep.
This boy's online.
He is.
Like, this is no longer the Terrorblade that is really scared of this whole 5-man grouping up thing from VP and, like, pushing in. This is a Terrorblade that is just going to straight up dunk you if you don't kill him.
I got to quit. It feels like this game, usually I'm a big Sunder cooldown guy. Is there a chance for the attack range? It feels really good this game. But I don't know
it's possible. I think both talents are really good.
Yeah, they are.
Like, in long fights... Yeah, in long fights, the Sunder usually has a tendency to be better because you have more opportunities to cast a spell. But this game, yeah, he might go for the meta, honestly.
And we see, dude, I can't believe it. It is still a 6K lead for VP.
Oh,
but
Roger.
Oh, my man, didn't see. They're going to go in. They do get the root. He's going to try to spin. Will they get a pill? They get a nice sleep. The Brew, will he be able to get a split up? No, he's just going to die first. Egg will go on. It's getting attacked, but there's getting the Black Hole. It's only on the TBU's double damage. They're holding him down. Egg will go off, and it actually does end up stunning the Enigma. They're going to go for him, but he's eating so much. He's already used Sunder. They die. A much better team fight this time. Roger's going to live as well. Ice Path goes down, and Ice Wall, pardon me, they get the kill on Fabian. From looking to, you know, turn this game around to losing a gigantic... That was a double damage TB.
That was a really, really bad position for Mineski. Like, they had the high ground, right?
Yeah.
They put wards up there, they put a sentry up there. They see heroes walking up the hill. They don't Searing Chains the Enigma. Then Ajit pops his BKB, runs under a tower into a Midnight Pulse, gets solo Black Hole. No one's even close to him, right? They're gonna force a buyback. That fight was like as bad as the last few have been good for them.
Well, the Spare Bear is taking damage, but it's also doing a lot of damage. They got the Solar Crest on it as well. Almost killed the tier 3. They're just running in. He's gonna get the roar. He can't get the split up again. He's feared. He will get slept. Does he just die again? No. Looks like KP will be okay. Doesn't have to use the split. Tier 3 almost dead, but the Bear is gonna die. Maybe. Goodness, it is very tanky. Moon gets it. He has a Battle Fury now, so they got a lot of, like, I mean, they still have Ajit and Moon. Moon went for the very late game build.
I mean, he's got BKB again, and they have Sunder. It seems like they want to do this.
And then Pasha is going to roll in. It misses Ajit. They're running on the backside. Looks like they just want to get Roger. He's still rolling, shield balling. Ajit will get cold snap. He's just going to pop the BKB. He doesn't have reflection quite yet. He pops it now. They already have the split. They're going to try to. They're chasing down Roger. He is taking so long to kill. BKB's gone. If Ajit dies here, that's a dieback. Sunder, please. He can't get it off. Ajit goes down. Roger goes down. Pasha taking a lot of damage. He doesn't even care. Pilot Eye. He's going to get the kill actually on Pasha with Moon, but Pilot Eye will go down as well. Will be an instant buyback from Pango as well as Pilot Eye. But they lost the buyback, the dieback on that TB.
I don't know why they're chasing so hard. Like, you can just wait out the meta. You're sitting on your high ground. It's fine. Like, you know they don't have Black Hole.
Yeah.
It's a little bit strange to me. Like, they killed the bear. You can be happy with that. Like, you killed the bear. You know that...
You chased him away your base.
Yeah, you chased him forever. That was just... It's playing with fire. And, you know, right there, not having the Manta actually destroyed him. Because he pops a BKB, and then he gets rooted, and then cold snapped again. Because I think he actually took the cold snap talent. Oh, no, he didn't. Or no, he did. Yeah, okay, he did take the cold snap talent. So it came up so fast that he didn't have an alternative way to dispel himself, so he doesn't have a way to remove this snap, and he just dies, because he can't Sunder.
And now we talked about...
This game is like, oh...
It feels way worse now, because we talked about how many items, right? TB had the same items and 2,000 gold about 5 minutes ago. And now he just has the same items, no gold. And uh-oh, Febby, he's going to get found. Will no one be able to get this kill? He's going to try to Sunray uphill. One more attack, he gets it. Nice pick up there from no one. And he has a
Invoker is just insane.
Yeah, it is.
He hasn't died this game, by the way. 0 deaths.
And what about Ramses? I know he's died a few times. 6, 3, and 5. He's done a pretty good one, but no one. He is just owning. As well as Pasha, right? Pasha had the highest net worth from like the 1 to 20 minute mark. And they're just going to push
and that's
in.
with all team fight items, too. Yeah. No Maelstrom even finished.
And they're just going to look. The Alacrity Bear. Once Ramses gets 25, you're going to see a ton more damage, but even now, so much. It is melee, though. It will heal if they don't bring it down. We saw that last game. Mineski struggled with getting a Rax.
Yeah, he's trying to keep the bear alive as best they can.
The Alacrity Siege Unit's going to do it. Oh, my goodness. Pardon me, the Helmet Dominator creep. Yeah, holy smokes. So much damage, and well, Ember Sphere going for the Daedalus, almost has it. He will do some damage. The problem is, this Invoker, his positioning, he has BKB, a Lincoln's. Is he even possible to kill in these team fights? It feels real hard.
You don't really commit to him most of the time. What they've been doing mostly is either going for Roger or going for Ramses. I mean, sure, if you find like Solo sitting in the front line, you just pop him because it takes like 1 second. But yeah, they're typically going for the bear, they're going for Ramses himself, they're going for the Enigma. Those are the primary targets. I'm just like, I'm really stumped at like Mineski's last 2 fights. They were doing so well this game and like defending a really, really tough push. And then their charge and like Ajit running into the tier 2 and just getting solo black hold and then like running outside of the base like that. Oh god, that was tough to watch.
Yeah, and now it looks like it caused those 2 mistakes. I mean, they're not even little. They were 2 big mistakes, and they might lose the rest of their base here. We're going to see double damage. Lone Druid, obviously, he's probably not going to be attacking, so it doesn't mean that much, but they're just going to go right in, get another tier 3. Alacrity, goodness gracious. Gets to sleep. Who's going to wake him up? Looks like they will, actually. They're going to jump forward. They're actually going to look for KP. Can they kill him again before his ulti? No, the Sunder flies out. Oh my god, he almost does the Cataclysm. He still can't even get it off, though. And that's a dieback. He has nothing. Can't come back alive. They're just going to lose some Raxes here. A lot of damage is being done by Moon, but not versus Crimson Guard Pipe. They just have so much regen. And they're just going to go in middle. There goes another Axe. They lose 4 of them. Now Ajit. Is he going to eat that? Yep, he will. Nope. Sleep dodge. And they're just getting over the last Rax. This game's looking pretty over, Draskell. They have 1 last chance. I'm not even sure if they do. Panda's still dead for a minute. They do kill the bear. Resummoned by Ramses. Grip does come out. They're going to look for Pasha. Do they have anything to cancel? No, the black hole hits on 2. No Sunder. He will just drop. Pilot dies. Going to die to Roger as well. He's just going to solo 2 people. No one even helps him out. He just goes in, and Febby, he's going to make it back to base, but Moon will not. He dies. I would not be surprised to see a GG. Megas are out. Moon running. He gets done. Any root. Oh, and the good game. And this game felt like all VP 95%. 2 great fights from Mineski, but VP
I mean,
just, they had
honestly,
more items, right? Like, a lot of
that
time.
smoke play they did where they walked to the shrine, like, I know I've said like multiple times that it was just a really bad fight, but the reason it was a bad fight is because they just pursued it so aggressively.
Yeah.
Like Aja just ran in. If they sit on the high ground and they let Roger walk up the hill, VP didn't have vision because they sentried and warded on the shrine. All they had to do was stand there and have the Ember like slight steering chain someone, and then you can go.
Yeah.
But because they separated so much and no one was even close to Roger, he just Midnight Pulse black holes and the Invoker just kills the TB at the tier 2 and no one's there. Yep. No one's there.
No.
I'm just like, I'm watching it, I'm going, how is this the same team that just defended those crazy pushes like 10 minutes ago? That was like, in my opinion, if they had taken that fight correctly, the game would have been completely even, or maybe even in their favor.
So you're fine with the draft. You just think they just those two bad fights literally lost them the game.
Well, I mean, I think that VP's draft was better.
Yeah.
But I think that Mineski were capable of winning because of the fights that they took. Okay, let's take a couple of things into account. One, VP had 2 fights where Roger blackholed and basically nothing happened. Like, he blackholed and it insta-canceled. Like, he didn't do anything. And then they just feed, like, 3 or 4 heroes. They lose the bear multiple times. Like, VP didn't flawlessly execute their push. And I don't even think that game was that hard for the Enigma. Because we talked about last game, the Wyvern was like a nightmare for him. He couldn't really, push his buttons, whatever. But that game, Roger just wasn't really doing that well until later on. So I think that VP, even though I favor their draft, they messed up a lot. And Mineski had a very good chance of bringing it back, but they made their own mistakes at a very inopportune time and ended up costing them the game. So I think it was more of a play thing than a draft thing.
Okay. Yeah, that will be the end of game 2. Mineski, they fall to VP 1-1 now. Draskell, are we going to get all 3 game series? We got both yesterday. We starting off with 1. We got Forward versus eHome. You think that one has a chance to go to 3?
I mean, it's possible. I would say that eHome are probably still the underdogs in that series, but yesterday we said that about multiple series, and both of them went to 3 games. So we're 3 for 3 so far in 3 games.
We are, and that means we are. With all these 3 games, we definitely need a break. I need to go get some water. Maybe tinkle a little bit, Draskell. You do whatever you want to do. We are going to take a quick break. When we get back, who is going to move on to the winner's bracket in the double Elam bracket? You win right here. You don't have to worry about playing these losers matches or anything. You're just in the winner's bracket. So both of them can be playing hard. When we get back, game number 3. Stick around.